Inequalities on number lines. Write an inequality, or write the equation of the linear inequality that is graphed below. So here's how this works. We are going to use x as our variable, and then we look at our starting point. It's starting at -2. We want all the numbers to the right of it. So we want all the numbers that x that are greater than -2. Since this is an open circle, we're just going to have a greater than. If it was a closed-in circle, it would be equal to. But it's not closed in. So this is just x is greater than -2, which is red. X is greater than -2. Number 2, write the equation. Shouldn't really say equation, it should be inequality. Of the linear inequality that's graphed below. Here we're starting at 2, and it's everything less than that. So x is less than 2. It's a closed circle, so it's less than or equal to. So any number that's less than or equal to 2 would follow this thing here that's darkened in. Number 3, we have a starting point. We have an ending point. The arrow does not go on forever. So x is in the middle. X is less than or equal to 1. That's this part. Also, x is greater than -3. Now, it's confusing to some people. I said x is greater than -3. If you look at how this is written, it's from left to right. It says -3 is less than x, which is true. But if you read it with the x first, x is greater than -3. Read it from left to right, -3 is less than x. Both those things are consistent with each other. So different forms of lines. Slope-intercept form. Let's talk about that. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where b is the y-intercept and m is the slope. Another form we should discuss is point slope form, which is extremely useful if you have a point and you have a slope. That's why it's called point slope form. And it is written like this. It is actually just the slope formula. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, come back and ask me and I will show you. It will blow your mind, quite frankly. So to use this, you put the slope in here for m, and you replace x1 and y1 with an ordered pair. So question 1. Find the slope of a line containing these 2 points. Well, to find the slope, it's easy. We use the slope formula, which I haven't mentioned yet, which is lowercase m equals delta y over delta x. What does delta mean? It means subtract. So you've probably seen this more likely like this. Lowercase m equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Make sure your m is lowercase. So I prefer just to use delta y over delta x. Delta means subtract, just takes less writing. So our y values are 2 minus 22. Our x values are 3 minus 8. It's going to give us negative 20 over negative 5. Gives us a slope of 4. This line has a slope of 4. Number 2, find the slope of a line given by this equation. Well, if we put it in slope-intercept form, we'll know what the slope is. It'll be obvious. So we're going to subtract 6x from both sides, and then divide both sides by 12. Negative 6 over 12 reduces to negative 1/2. And the y-intercept is 13/12, but we don't care because it just asks for the slope. The slope's negative 1/2. Oh, we're getting close to being finished. It's exciting. Number 3, the points given are on a line. What is the y-intercept of this line? Well, depending on the problem, this could be complicated, but it's not for this. The y-axis, any place on the y-axis, the x value has to be 0. Because the x value tells you how far to go left or right. The y-intercept is 7. It tells you that by telling you that the x value is 0. Done. How do you graph a line? Well, it's real easy. You graph the y-intercept and then use the slope to find other points. Y equals x is really y equals 1 over 1 times x plus 0. Y-intercept is 0. It's the origin. Slope is 1 over 1, so from there we go up 1 to the right 1, or down 1 to the left 1. That's our line. Done. Number 2, graph y equals 2x, which is the same as y equals 2x plus 0. Graph the y-intercept first. This one just happens to be 0 again. The slope, go up 2 and to the right 1, or down 2 and to the left 1. Missed. There's your line. All right, last problem. The line of best fit for y equals f of x for the ordered pairs given is best represented by which of the following graphs? Well, let's see. What I would do is just find the slope. If all these points, well, it says it's a line of best fit, so all these points might not be on this. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to plot these points on a bigger graph and see which one fits it the best. -4, -12 might be something like this. +1, 3 might be something like this. 2, 6 might be something like this. 3, 9 might be something like this. 4, 12 looks something like this. So can't be C, has a negative slope. Can't be E, that has a negative slope. D, it can't be because it goes to the right faster than it goes up. And ours goes up faster than it goes to the right. B looks like it goes to the right just as fast as it goes up. And A goes up faster than it goes to the right. So I'm going to say A is the answer. Please do exercise set 6. And you're welcome for this not taking forever like the previous two have.